My name is Bethan Laura Woods and I'm a designer that is based in London. I studied at the RCA to do a master's, and I have had my own practice for the last 3 years where I predominantly make limited edition and one-off pieces, often using materials from the urban environment in which I'm based, but putting them in a new context. I like very much to use laminates. I predominantly work with Abet Laminati because it's a material that you find all over the city, and it's always used as an interpretation of something else, often for a wish of a much more expensive material. And I just became fascinated by its quality to be so many different things, but always itself. For me, coming to Turin has been really exciting. I really enjoy working both with new designers, and it's been really interesting because I knew their work, but I had never met the lovely boys in person. So it's been really fun to both work with a duo and also people that maybe have a different direction. And I think for the students, it's also really interesting to get different points of view all the time about their ideas or how to translate those ideas into projects for the end of the week. I'm also really enjoying meeting all the students. We've got a great mix from different types of disciplines, and I think it's really important to mix disciplines, especially when studying, because so often you might train in one discipline but end up working in another, and often through collaboration of disciplines you get really rich results.
I'm Shikai. I'm a designer, Taiwanese designer from London, and I graduated from Royal College of Art 2011, and now being invited to be this great workshop, which is in Torino in Italy. I really appreciate it. I live in Taiwan for about 22 years, and after that I study in London for 2 years, and between these 2 years I have a gap year back to Taiwan, have a military service, so it's really kind of a different life in these 2 years. And then this year I have a big project about working with a craftsman in China, and so that's a really nice experience as well. Usually I would be fascinated by a process or kind of a phenomenon. After research it, then kind of doing some practice or experimental to understand the limitation for the process or material. Then I will looking for the target, then just build the things, apply on them to see if that works or which way is better for showing this technique or process, giving the strongest concept and idea. I think the whole workshop is really brilliant because all the people here, I think they come here with really a strong and desire mind, and come here and want to do something together. So that makes everything happen here beautifully.
My name is Lex Pot, and I am a Dutch designer based in Amsterdam. I graduated 3 years ago in Eindhoven from the Design Academy, and ever since I started working on my own company. In my work I actually have the main focus on 2 subjects. One is the industrialized part, or the way industry works, and the other one is the very essence or the basics of nature. And I always pick a subject or a material, and from that I really go to the beginning or the very essence, and I zoom in on a project or a material to get the true meaning or the true essence of the qualities of the material. In nature you have a lot of irregularities and, let's say, organic shapes, unusual shapes, and to combine that with sort of an industrial, rational geometry, it creates a certain tension. And of course in nature, as humans, we cannot create everything or control everything. To begin, of course, it's very great to be here, the In Residence program, and because this is already the 5th edition, I heard some stories about it, some good positive gossips, and the nice thing is that you come here sort of unprepared, or you collaborate with other designers and you collaborate with a new group of students. So it's very much about improvising, and improvising in a way of working, a method of working. And for me it feels so far like sharing knowledge, you know, there's not too much pressure in making things or showing physical results, but really sort of a combined inspiration between the designers and the students. And I'm actually quite positive about the students because they are very eager and very willing to learn. They are extremely motivated, positive, full of good energy. And it's nice to see a different mindset than what we are used to, because I know what to expect from Dutch students, but not maybe the ones in Italy. And so far the results are even better than I expected, and also the synergy in the group is much nicer than what we could expect in the beginning.
Hello everyone, I'm Andrea. I'm a designer, artist, graphic designer, I don't know. I'm based in Milan. I used to work a lot with symbolic value of things and giving value to stuff with something different, and not just with designing the shape, but also I love to work a lot with performance, and yeah, also I really like to give value to object with some story behind the shapes, behind the object, and the shape come from this story. I used to start with a bigger research about a very specific subject. If you don't have the control of everything, in my opinion, it's better. And you are, I understand I'm in the right direction, because in some way this is the meaning of my works. That's a very important experience for the student, but also for me, for example. And also this kind of workshop is a little bit strange, because it speak about dialogues and not create something real, but maybe the students are able to understand better what your home, their own personal method of work.
We are humans since 1982, and we are a studio based in Stockholm, and we are half Swedish and German. And we started working 4 years ago in Gothenburg, in the university there, called HDK. And 2 years ago we moved our studio to Stockholm, and it's where we still are. We are based at the moment.
The strong idea is really the most important thing, and that's the base for all of our projects. And then we try to put this idea into a shape, and we don't use so much color. I think that's because we don't want to distract from the idea. It's more like try to transfer the pure idea into an object.
For us, when we discussed it, it was quite important to, you know, in the design process, like if you want to try to find a little daily wonder or design a little daily wonder, it's quite important to know why you're designing or why you're trying to achieve a little daily wonder.
I am Daniel Klapsing. I am one half of the studio called 45 Kilo, together with Philipp Schöpfer. We have met at Bauhaus University in Weimar, where we studied together in product design, and founded our studio, and started with furniture, and now also do a lot of lighting and some interior projects. And we try to combine like a functionalist point of view with a aesthetic point of view, which should turn out in very good everyday products. That's our goal somehow. And we often look back to the past, what has been done in design, and try to see the qualities in that and try to put something on top of that and making things a little bit better maybe. We tried to teach the students how to improvise and how to not think too much about what you're doing, but actually just doing anything that comes to your mind. I hope this was inspiring for the students to carry on with their own ideas.